Hey, how you guys doing? I am Tarriona Tankball, and I am performing poems from my first book, Vulnerable AF. Poems by Tarriona Tankball. This is Norman Spence. You ready? Let's go. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Vulnerable as fuck, 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 vulnerable. No, I once heard someone say, if you read Tarriona's poetry, you will know that she has never been in love. I wonder if they listened closely, they would know that I wanted to be. Survival guide. When you finally learn the right way to play with fire, you will burn the bridge that constantly brought you back to him. You will notice the vines that you swung on to avoid his mood swings. You will climb them, and you will cut them at the root. Why? Such a thing will grow back if not severed properly. You will be hungry. Your stomach will no longer feed off the bullshit. You'll realize that it's not as filling as you once thought it was. You will become cold. You will miss his arms, for they provided warmth and shelter. You will hear voices. You will see things. Certain pictures will make you remember, but remember, memories only show our favorite scenes. When you finally get off your knees, you will notice the ocean beneath your feet. You will stop drowning when you realize you can breathe through your tears. You will understand then that you are a survivor in every sense of the word, and you will no longer need a guide to tell you what you already know. Attention Walmart shoppers. Everything in the entire store is free, but everything is also quite damaged. So you can shop at your own risk, and you can say that I knew what I was buying. I saw him on aisle 4, and he was everything that was broken and beautiful. And I just knew that he would go so well with the art in my heart. I didn't read your warning label. I knew you had a piece missing and hazardous things that I could swallow, like my pride. But I was okay. You were on sale and you were absolutely stunning. I could already see you complimenting my art. The painting in the living room of my mind, the towel would go so well with your skin. I could see myself throwing out that old couch that me and my ex used to sit on. You would fit so perfectly in his place. I was ready to make space. As I strolled through the store, I could hear pieces of your honesty drop on the floor. I kept walking. I overheard your voice on another aisle so to let me know you're communicating with somebody else, so I guess we're not communicating. I wondered how so many pieces of you were missing, yet you were just as heavy as the first moment I picked you up from the shelf. I think it's because when I picked you up, I put down myself. I often wondered, how could the same person that made me feel invincible could treat me like I was so invincible, so vulnerable in your aisle 4, willing to buy your damaged merchandise just to claim that you're mine and you're mine alone, broken and beautiful, torn, painting. And there I am, making sure I was beautiful enough, framed just to hold you. I need to go back to aisle 4. I need to go back to aisle 4. Yeah, there's a piece of a mirror that my mama gave me. I think I left it. I think I left it when I picked up you. Self-reflection should never be confused with whoever is looking at you. Should love you where I saw you. But who was I to judge the store in which I was shopping? So should I check the customer or what she was buying? I walked up to the register. As I was about to check you out, the cashier was your brother. He told me of your deficiencies. Told me I could not exchange you for another. So I'm sorry. I'm so very sorry. I'm sorry, I think it's my fault. I walked into your Walmart full of explosives, half notes, and torn books. I put my money on the counter and I purchased a beautiful sandstorm. I thank God that I kept my receipt. I keep your receipt, these men ain't cheap. Keep your receipt, going in pockets so deep. You gotta keep your receipt, cause these men ain't cheap. Digging in my pockets so deep. Well, shopping at Walmart. Yeah. Well, you don't know nothing about nothing. Tank's story time. You don't know shit about shit, Mo. I used to work at a nursing home. My job included sitting for hours and hours, answering a few calls they would get. Wasn't nobody calling them people. With so much time on my hands, I'd read the romance novels they kept at the nursing home to keep the wandering minds at bay and give hope to the hopeless romantics. That was my favorite part of the job. Reading. There were so many books, and I loved reimagining those love stories over and over in my head. I wanted to be in love. I fantasized, romanticized it way more than I should have. Infatuation ain't nothing nice for any girl of any age, especially one in her early 20s with no experience to counter those exaggerated feelings. My infatuation led me to believe that I was in actual love with somebody I barely knew. The can't eat, can't think, can't sleep type of love. But I kept thinking, writing. I wondered, I wandered, I hoped, I wanted, I lusted, and I thought I knew. What I found was that you sometimes get exactly what you're looking for, and sometimes that thing finds you. I would have been fish, I would have been meat, I would have been eggs, I would have been greens, I would have been milk, I would have been fruit, I would have been vegetables, I would have been soup, I would have been good for you. Maybe we can go to the store and buy you a clue. Heard they got some honesty on sale. We can buy you two. I heard your mama sewed your buttons on till you was 22. And your sister washed your laundry. I should do some laundry too. Meats, beets, greens, peas, milk, fruit, eggs, you. You are like a loop. Feel like I'm going round and round with you. Feel like the O's inside my soup. Don't no woman get full off of eating soup. I got a mouth full of questions, baby. You got a box empty with my answers. Da-da-da-da. Meats, beets, greens, peas, milk, fruit, eggs, you. Meats, beets, greens, peas, milk, fruit, eggs, you. You like my shoe? Carry me to do what I gotta do. Cheap and you tearing at the pace. Ain't worth the time that you had to make. I got a mouth full of questions, baby. You gotta box up there with my answers. Meats, beets, greens, peas, milk, fruit, eggs, you. You should just play the song. Would have been fish. I would have been meat. I would have been eggs. I would have been greens. I would have been milk. I would have been fruit. I would have been vegetables. I would have been soup. I would have been goofy. I would have been goofy. I would have been good for you. I would have been good. Lots of people don't know that poem and song definitely came from that song. Definitely came from the poem For the Body, For the Heart. I remember I was with a friend and the friend said, you should make that into a song. And that's how it came into a song. And I remember when I was writing boxes and Josh told me, well, you need a hook. And then I was like, meats, beets, greens, peas. So it's crazy how that's the reason that there is so much music in this, because my songs become my poems and my poems become my songs. So there it is. This is Could Be Anything. If you were a color, you would be like an earth tone. No, like, and if you were skin, you would have no other choice but to be black. If you were a poem, no, you would be long and drawn out. Sort of like the ones on these pages, yeah. If you were a book, you would be an interesting read with a fucked up ending. If you grew out of the earth, you would be tall. A tall moss tree that gets angry when kids grow up and don't hang on you anymore. If you were a song, you would surprisingly be a cappella. Why? You would prefer to be alone. If you were a test, you would be an essay on a subject that no one has ever heard about. And if you were mine, if you were mine, if you were mine, if you were mine, well, you would have been a long time ago. Cause you could be anything. Oh, I have these sisters. I have three sisters, and me makes four, so that's like three older sisters, and they always telling me something, and so this is but they're pretty amazing. So this is their poem song story time. You can do the song first, yeah. All right. And y'all could totally snap your fingers. Are you enjoying this, Mom? Cool. I couldn't have did this by myself. I just needed so much help. So he sent me these 3 girls named Shonda, Anitra, and Tel. To the roller sets that rolled in. To your Nikes on my feet. I wouldn't trade the world for girls that were made just for me. My sisters mean the world to me. I couldn't have did this by myself. I just needed so much help. So he sent me these 3 girls named Shonda, Anitra, and Tef. To the roller sets that rotate. To your Nikes on my feet. I wouldn't trade the world for girls that were made just for me. My sisters mean the world to me. Da 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 da. The Ball Sisters. I have these amazing sisters, 4 of us. Anitra, LaShonda, and Tiffany, and of course, I am the baby. I never had to scrape my knees learning hard lessons because my sisters were always there to make sure I learned my lesson through them. Don't have a baby young. Don't get married too quick. Lotion the parts of your body no one can see. What is your girdle? No, you can't wear your hair out without a perm. And on love and relationships, where do I begin? The lessons never ended, even to this day. Get with someone that loves you more than you love him. No sex before marriage. Don't have too many sexual partners. That's a soul tie. I had all these lessons protecting me, but also hindering me from truly experiencing a fulfilling relationship because I was so scared trying to live up to the women I idolized. To this day, I'm still trying to figure out which lessons I should keep and which ones I should part with. Da 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 da. Yeah, yeah. Yay! That was so cute. And my next story time is from Tank's Story Time. It is Take the L. I sure hope you guys are enjoying this so far. Like, this is literally my first reading, so excuse the nerves. There were so many times that I thought about breaking this whole thing off. The arguments, the makeups, the silly fights over different points of views that would last for days. And I mean days. Why weren't we mature? Why couldn't we just rise above it? Why couldn't he just take the L? Why couldn't I? Our egos always felt so much bigger than our love, and we fell into a crazy cycle that we couldn't seem to get out of. I remember one time, we had a fight about him asking to use a chair that I was already sitting in. Talk about world war. I stormed out. He called me selfish. I called him inconsiderate. I got a hotel room. It was truly ridiculous. For some reason, I always think it's better if I walk away from the messes I make, even though when I come back, things are exactly as I left them. And that brings me to the cycle. super glue, tape broke, broken, fix it, fix them. Appreciate him, love him, show him and teach him and tell him, forgive him. Repeat, write for him. Sing for him. See if he loves you now. Does he love you yet? Repeat, fuck, broke again. Repeat, glue, gorilla glue, wrench, screwdriver, fix him, hearing aid. What? Damn, this sucks. He sucks, you suck, naked, love him. Vulnerable, hate him, heal him, hug him, mop, wash, clean, wear again, forgive, affection, forget, kiss him, repeat, hate him, recite, broke again, stare at him, stare at each other, cry, start again, lock eyes, find key, admit, confess, cry, write, feel, breathe, write, repeat, and realize that he was never yours to fix or heal. Now forgive yourself for pretending to be a Band-Aid and heal yourself. I can't seem to get out these cycles forming around me. I can't seem to get out of these cycles, they keep forming around me. Cycles keep forming. I can't seem to get out of these cycles. Sun and moon folk. Boy, I used to call you sun, and I, your moon. We gave each other such important names so early in the day. Maybe I could see why you turned eclipse. Never thought that the name would become bigger than the sky that carried them, though. I guess you didn't want the responsibility of brightening my day in that way. Didn't know that you never wanted to gleam like that. But you should know, I didn't call you sun with the intent for such a responsibility. I called you sun because when I saw you, I shined. Drumsticks. His hands are like drumsticks. Long, rough, hard, delicate, smooth, rude, passionate. I would break if he touched me. Tank story time. 2 monkeys. When I had another job at Winn-Dixie, I worked with Miss Ann. Miss Ann was a divorced woman with 4 kids, and I looked to her for advice. She had a funny way of saying things that really made me listen, like, 2 monkeys gonna always swing from the same vine if one could support the 2. Referring to a cheetah with a big vine. I remember how she thought how silly I was for waiting around for him. I always wondered if she knew that lessons weren't learned backwards. Puzzle piece. I hate the piece of me that wanted the missing part of you. monsters. If you were not so afraid of the monsters in the closet, you will see that they're just clothes in there. Clothes that you have worn and outgrown. But they are monsters in your closet. Ex-girlfriends that you cannot ignore. I'm sure. 'Cause you got monsters in your closet. Ex-girls that haunt you from years ago. You got monsters in your closet. Relationships that you can't get through. You got monsters in your closet. But they are just clothes that you have outgrown and outgrew. So what about me and you? Monsters in your closet. You got monsters in your closet. Postpone. The day I tell you that I don't want to do this anymore will be the day that you believe me. This is why I've been stalling. I'm waiting to mean it. Expectations. I never thought I expected anything from you until the day you hugged me like amnesia. I guess I expected for you to hold me like I was the type of thing that you could not forget. Maybe I expected too much. Maybe I should have never let your arms drive up and down my body as if they were lost, looking for a rest stop, whether it be my body or my heart. Maybe I had too many lights on. Made you feel safe, like I was sheltered, the kind of place that you hide your boredom in. But don't touch me if you don't mean it. Don't make me feel like some weekend hotel in New Orleans. You're not yourself here. Maybe I was wrong for expecting more from you, and maybe you were wrong for giving me something to expect. It's not my fault you left your intentions in New Orleans and picked up misleading. You carried it in your book sack. People will say that you cannot control your feelings. But your hands are your own. And you didn't just touch me, you held me. You held me as if you let me go, morning will come too soon. As if we only came alive at night. Because soon as the day would hit your back, I would be stranger to your heart. I would be a foreigner to your eyes. I had no need to wonder how it felt to have a sun who was embarrassed by its sky. How dare you make me feel like an eclipse to your shine, a dark hiding place for your wet dreams, a busy spot for your fingers when they were not busy holding sticks. When the morning comes, you will jump at 'em. You will treat me like a friend. And you will visit me while everyone is asleep. I will bend my back to suit your body, and you will hold me like you should have this evening. When I ask you for a hug and your arms felt like quiet, like quick. And I could hear my confidence walk away with an awkward limp. You know the type of walk you get when a motherfucker like you likes to trip someone that's walking towards you with the same body that you held them with. So I'm confused. I'm confused. Was I punching bag or pillow? The ass. Out of all the parts of the body that you could be, I never thought you, my love, could be the asshole. Yeah, I said it, the asshole. I thought that maybe you could be hands, reliable, soft, there, holding, or maybe even tongue, quick, ready, smooth. Or perhaps arms, big, wide, strong. Or maybe even chest, broad, lay, rest. But of all the things to be, you chose to be an asshole. Shit. Full. And now, released. That made you laugh.
Yeah, I had to.
I want to thank you guys for listening to me and Norman. We were so happy that you came into our space. I know that it's not easy to listen to poetry for so long, but if you're a lover of words and feelings and emotions and experiences, hopefully this carried you and this held your attention and even more importantly your heart. Please, please, please take a look at my book and all my pages and read it and join me on tour. And I'll see you there. Thank you so much.